All right, let's jump right into this explainer. We're looking at a creature today that honestly looks like it was plucked straight out of a sci-fi movie. But nope, it lives right here on Earth, deep in the Pacific Ocean. We're talking about one of nature's absolute strangest masterpieces, the barreleye fish. We're going to break down exactly how millions of years of evolution managed to create something that, frankly, sounds completely impossible.
Seriously, what if I told you there's a fish out there with a completely transparent head? I know, it sounds like a riddle, right? But it's absolute reality. With the barreleye, you can literally see right inside its skull. Tucked beneath this crystal-clear, domed shield are its eyes. And as we'll see today, the mechanics of how this whole setup works is going to completely change how you think about adaptation.
Section 1. Alien of the Deep.
Section 2. Surviving the Extreme. Let's look at where this thing actually lives. Picture this. The barreleye lives nearly 1,000 meters down. Down there, the environment is utterly unforgiving. The water is freezing cold, and sunlight? Yeah, it barely exists at all. We are talking about a world of virtually endless darkness.
And, well, the challenges don't just stop with the cold and the dark. The pressure at that depth is over 100 times stronger than what we experience up here at sea level. So the crucial takeaway here is that in this high-pressure, pitch-black world, capturing even a single, tiny ray of light literally means the difference between finding a meal and starving to death. Survival down here, it requires extreme solutions.
Section 3. The glass helmet.
So, unlike pretty much any other fish you've ever seen, the barreleye's head is covered by what is basically a natural glass helmet. It's this transparent, fluid-filled shield. Through this natural canopy, you can actually see its brain and all the complex muscles controlling its eyes. Scientists figure this dome acts as a protective shield for those delicate eyes, while at the same time letting them soak up as much of that incredibly faint deep-sea light as possible. It's kind of like a fighter pilot sitting inside a protective glass cockpit, just navigating through one of the harshest environments on Earth.
Section 4. The 2009 Eye Discovery. This is where we get a massive scientific plot twist.
See, for decades, researchers thought the barreleye's eyes were permanently fixed pointing straight up. I mean, it made sense. They assumed the fish could only look toward the surface to spot the silhouettes of its prey. But, as it turns out, we now know these bright green eyes actually rotate completely forward right inside that transparent head. Just take a second and imagine being able to move your eyes almost anywhere inside your own skull. Wild, right? So for the longest time, that fixed gaze theory was the gold standard. But in 2009, the whole narrative flipped. Scientists finally observed living barreleye fish in their natural habitat using these deep-sea robotic submarines. The footage they got completely upended the biology textbooks, and it led us to today where we finally understand exactly how those rotating eyes allow the fish to dynamically track its prey in real time.
Section 5. The Jellyfish Thief. Okay, check out this high-stakes hunting strategy for a fish that's, get this, only about 6 inches long. Step 1. When it's on the hunt, the barreleye points those bright green eyes straight up, scanning for tiny silhouettes, things like crustaceans or drifting zooplankton against whatever faint light is trickling down from the surface. Step 2. The second prey appears, boom, the eyes rotate forward so the fish can see exactly where it's swimming. And step 3, this is the craziest part, it literally steals its food. See, a lot of deep-sea jellyfish trap small animals in these long, poisonous tentacles. Most predators wouldn't dare go near them. But our guy, the barreleye carefully maneuvers in and just snatches the trapped zooplankton right out of the jellyfish's grasp.
Now you're probably wondering, how does it not just become an easy victim itself? Well, that transparent, fluid-filled shield isn't just a fancy window, it's vital armor. Swimming through a maze of floating jellyfish stingers is incredibly risky, and scientists are pretty sure this protective dome is exactly what keeps the fish from getting injured by those poisonous tentacles. I mean, this tiny little fish has evolved survival techniques and natural armor that easily rival some of the ocean's biggest predators.
Section 6. Earth's Last Great Frontier.
You know, it really puts things into perspective when you realize we humans have explored only a tiny, tiny fraction of the deep sea. It truly is Earth's last great frontier. Honestly, every time a new robotic expedition heads down there, they find creatures way more bizarre than anything Hollywood could dream up. The barreleye is proof that millions of years of evolution can take something that sounds literally impossible and make it a living, breathing reality. It just goes to show that some of Earth's absolute greatest wonders are hiding exactly where almost no human has ever been. So I want to leave you with this final thought to chew on. Who knows what other transparent-headed animals, or honestly even stranger life forms, are still hiding down there in the dark? Nature absolutely never stops surprising us. As you can see, the deeper we look, the stranger and more fascinating our own planet becomes. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and definitely keep questioning the incredible world hiding just out of sight.